Merry meet and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 22nd of June 2024, or whenever you happen to be watching this video. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Honeypaw and the lovely Shirley, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much to everybody for joining us today. Today I am reading with the Tarot of the Master, and it looks like they have discontinued this deck. But I did put a link to an Etsy shop that says 8 of these left. So if you like this deck, you may want to grab it. Let's purify with this Vervain Utopie by Roger and Gallet. This is a lovely vervain, but it is very expensive, and it's not necessary to spend this much money on a cleansing perfume unless you feel like it. It is very beautiful though, but I did put a link to purchase that perfume in the video description, as well as that Etsy link to purchase this deck in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you're watching us on a restream on YouTube, you don't have to watch the shuffling unless you'd like to watch it. You can use the timestamps right in the video description to get right to the reading. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. And you can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. This does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to make sense to you or apply to you, it may just not be meant for you. In that case, you may want to just disregard the reading and check out the zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. You can find the most recent restreams of all the tarot readings right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Simply click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu. Our shop is at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. That's a lot of affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. Our new shop is being finalized, and we hope to launch that very soon, so stay tuned. If you'd like to donate to this channel, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could just use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation and staying on the platform. All right, this is a very shuffled deck. Let's cut this deck and give it a whirl here. See what's in the cards. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups again. We've got the Magician card, and then we've got our beautiful Chariot. Nice. Okay, so the Chariot is telling us that today's a day of winning, a day of victory, but going through something. You're going through this need to move beyond what other people are thinking about you. And that can be so challenging. It really can. Other people's opinions mean so much to us because, we want people to like us. We want approval. That's a normal thing to want. But the problem is that wanting of approval sometimes is a really dastardly game that doesn't provide us with anything other than the delay of our happiness. Because when we're living our lives through other people's eyes, and what is most important is that we get their approval or that they like us, then we are playing our life like a popularity contest rather than being authentic. And Ariel, your words have to come out today. It can take a lot of courage, which is what is represented by this Chariot card, to move beyond that and just to present ourselves as we are and be ourselves and let people not like it if they don't like it. That takes a lot of courage, and you're being guided through this today, getting to the other side of that need for approval and onto the Chariot of courage, where you can just be yourself. And once you're yourself and you're not beholden in your mind to the approval of other people, what happens is that Chariot goes faster and you get to your destinations very quickly and rapidly. And you're also very frequently very surprised at how people respond positively to you, that you maybe weren't expecting before, because you're just being yourself. And when you're yourself, it's hard not to like you. Now, some people may not like you still, but you know what? When you try to please everybody, there's a lot of people that don't like you too. In fact, sometimes there's more of those, because it's like, ew. When somebody's trying to make sure that I like them, doesn't it sort of seem a little smarmy and slimy sometimes? So you don't want to be like that. You want to be yourself and be that courageous, wonderful self that has everything going for you. Why do you have everything going for you? Because you were created that way. You don't have to do anything. You have to just be yourself. And you'll know what to do because you're so intuitive. And there's so much good news. This is the good news card. There is so much good news, and it's up to you to sit and receive it. To sit and receive it. When you start moving outside of yourself and trying to manage other people's perceptions of you, etc., it's time for you to take a step back and take a few breaths, close your eyes, and ask for the good news. Ask for the guidance. Ask for that intuition to be your guide, not your neurotic desire to be approved of. We've got that beautiful Priestess card, the Emperor card, and the Devil card. Isn't that wonderful? I love these three cards. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 out of 6 trump cards. It's a very, very spiritually active day for you, and there's a lot of help from the higher realms when you have all those trump cards in your reading. Now, this Priestess card is talking about how this good news comes out of the ethers. That it's not going to be something that you can necessarily even write down. I mean, you might be able to do some automatic writing, but it seems to me that a lot of this good news that is coming to you needs to be in the form of an unconscious download, which means that you just sit in silence and don't worry if you're getting anything or not. Just sit in silence and notice your breathing, or do that magic minute technique. You can just go on to YouTube and search Katoga Magic Minute. It's a perfect way to get those downloads, because you keep your conscious mind busy on an inner mantra while you're receiving all of the good news. And then what happens is it bypasses your conscious mind. It's downloaded into your deep mind, and then it's there for you when you need it. It's there for you when you need it. It appears when you need it. And that's exactly what you want, because you don't want your own ego mind to take over and say, no, you want them to like you. You need to, live outside of yourself. You need to manage expectations. You don't want to do anything that will ruffle anybody's feathers. You're going to not be feeling as courageous if you're not listening to that inner guidance. Now, the Emperor card is talking about you as the executive. Your life is your empire. And you, in that regard, are the authority of your life. Now, if you allow yourself to recognize that ultimately you're not the authority, but that because remember, authority represents author, the author of you. You're not the author of you. Infinite intelligence is the author of you. So if you learn to follow that authority internally, if you learn to follow the advice of that infinite intelligence, then your authority in the world becomes very profound. People look at you, if you're following on the internal planes, people look at you as a leader on the external planes. But if you're following on the if you're trying to lead, if you're trying to do your own thing on the internal planes, then you come off as this magician in the external planes. People look at you as a charlatan. People see you as a fake, because all they pick it up. They go, they just want me to like them. They're just telling me what they think I want to hear, right? So you're not going to do that. You're going to instead listen to that inner guidance and be the authority in your life by listening and following the authority on the spiritual plane, which is your inner guidance, which is infinite intelligence. Asking, what do I do? What do I say? Where do I go? At each turn, make sure that you're that inquisitive mind, and that turns you into the most powerful emperor that the world can have, because you're being guided and led by the infinite intelligence. People don't know that that's what you're doing. Nobody knows that. All they know is, whoa, this person is really a force to be reckoned with. I better I better get in line because this person is really something, and they pick that up instead of this idea of the juggler or the magician, where it seems like all they want me to do is like them. And nobody likes to be manipulated. And we don't mean to be manipulative. We're just, but that's just what the ego does. It's manipulative, and people pick up on that. And so don't allow yourself to do that. Even if you really think you crave somebody's approval, even if you really want people to like you, the only way they're going to authentically like you is if you don't worry about that. The only way that they can authentically like you is for you to listen to the infinite and to do your thing and to be yourself and to do your best not to care whether they like you or not. I mean, just think about dating. If you're constantly texting, if you're constantly calling, it's like, ugh. But if you're playing a little hard to get, sometimes that's the thing that makes people want you. Now, I'm not telling you to play games and play hard to get, but I'm just showing you, demonstrating a principle that if you're not worried so much about people liking you, they are more prone to like you, if they're going to like you at all. And if they're not going to like you, nothing you do is going to change that. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it today. Be the emperor instead. The devil card is the way that we attach ourselves to outcomes. And that's very much in line with what's going on with the magician card. No, they have to be this way. They have to be that way. They can't be mad at me. They can't think that I'm stupid. They can't think I'm this. They can't think that. They can't do this. That's the devil. They can do anything they want to do, and it doesn't affect you. What other people think of me is none of my business. That's a great mantra. Do you think this charioteer is going, oh, I hope everybody likes me? No, he doesn't care if anybody likes him or her. This person just was at war, won the entire war, and is now coming home to take a victory lap. That's you. The charioteer isn't coming back and saying, oh, I hope they like me. They better like me. I just saved their lives, right? And so that's kind of the attitude to carry. It's like, well, I if they don't like me, that's really their problem. But I'm the powerful one here. I'm the emperor. I'm the charioteer. I'm not the magician. I'm not the charlatan, right? And it's interesting because it's an obvious choice that you get to make. You can do one or the other, but you can't do both at the same time. You can either be attached to the magician and to needing certain things to come to be a certain way, which hint hint, it will never happen anyway, or you can be the emperor and the victor, the winner in every situation. And the way you do that is by asking infinite intelligence what to do at each turn. Not ask your ego, what do I do to make them like me? What do I do to get a certain result out of somebody? What do I do to make sure that things stack up the way I think they should be? You don't worry about what you think should be. Ask infinite intelligence what should be, and then do it. Do what's in front of you. That's where that good news will come in, because it's going to be one piece of good news after the next, after the next, after the next, when you call on infinite intelligence. And like I said, it comes out of nowhere. It's not something that you can go look up in a book. It's something that's going to come to you in its own way. But it's very different to call upon infinite intelligence and say, what do I do? Than to say to yourself, I better change my behavior so that I'll get a certain response out of somebody that I think I want or that I think I need, right? Very clear-cut decisions today between the two. You can't have both, but you can relinquish your investment to this magician and to this devil, and instead call on that infinite intelligence, ask for the good news, ask for guidance in each and every moment, and then you'll be coming back to do that victory lap as the conquering hero in your storyline that you really are. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Thank you to the amazing moderators, Honey Paw, Shirley, and Dre, and we'll see everybody for another daily reading tomorrow. Until then, blessed be.